So it's not just the Thunder who has a Spurs problem. It's the league that has a Spurs problem. The entire NBA has a Spurs problem. And I'm here to tell y'all, the Spurs are legit. They're legit title contenders, not for the next 2 years, not for next year, but for right now.
2 weeks ago, Victor Wembanyama said his team plays pure and ethical basketball. He called what the Thunder do forced basketball. Basically told the defending champs they don't play the game the right way. Bold words, the kind of thing that could come back to bite you. Except the Spurs just backed it up again.
Off the wide action, Wemby pulls the three. Got it! Come on!
Christmas Day, Oklahoma City's home floor, biggest regular season stage in basketball. And San Antonio walked in and took care of business. 117-102. Third win over the Thunder in 2 weeks. This is no longer trash talk. This is a rivalry. And right now, the Spurs are winning it convincingly. The San Antonio Spurs have officially changed everything. Let me show you exactly how. Credit to OKC. They came out firing on Christmas Day, made 9 of their first 10 shots, home crowd pumping, national TV spotlight shining, defending champs, looking like defending champs ready to make a statement of their own. And none of it mattered. The Spurs weathered that initial punch and took control anyway. De'Aaron Fox set the tone early with 13 first quarter points, attacking the rim, hitting jumpers. San Antonio won the quarter 41-36 despite OKC's hot start, and they never looked back. Never trailed after that opening stretch, just steady, relentless, suffocating basketball. They outscored the Thunder in 3 of the 4 quarters, built a double-digit lead in the second half, and maintained it all night. Every time OKC made a little run, the Spurs answered. No panic, no forcing bad shots, just executing their game plan over and over again. The final numbers tell the whole story. The Spurs shot 54% from the field, Thunder shot 39%. San Antonio was converting at a 73% clip at the rim, against the #1 ranked defense in basketball. Let that sink in for a moment. The best defensive team in the league couldn't stop the Spurs from getting to the basket and finishing. And this wasn't a game where OKC had an off night and San Antonio got lucky. This was a team that knew exactly what they wanted to do and did it. 5 Spurs finished in double digits. Fox led the way with 29 on 12 of 19 shooting, including 3 of 4 from 3. Wemby and Castle both added 19. Harrison Barnes chipped in with 15 points and 6 boards. And Dylan Harper came off the bench and gave them 12. Different guys stepping up every single night. Same dominant result. And that's exactly what makes this team so dangerous. 3 games against the best team in basketball, 3 wins. At some point, you have to stop looking for excuses and acknowledge what's actually happening here. The Spurs have a blueprint for beating Oklahoma City, and it's repeatable. It starts with their offensive efficiency. Even against OKC's elite defense, the defense that's been destroying teams all season, San Antonio keeps finding ways to get clean looks and convert at a ridiculous rate. They attack the paint relentlessly, they move the ball and make their extra pass. They don't settle for contested jumpers or bailout threes. The Thunder's defensive identity is built on forcing teams into tough, low percentage possessions. The Spurs refuse to play that game. They stay patient, they trust their system, and they keep getting buckets.
Watched by Caruso. Wembanyama got it back, fires, and it drops.
Then there's the Chet Holmgren problem. In all 3 matchups this season, the Spurs have completely shut him down. Christmas Day, 10 points on 9 shots. They attack him in the post, they challenge him at the rim, and both Wemby and Cornet's presence on the other end makes everything harder for Chet on both sides of the ball. Gary Kwan from Pounding the Rock described it perfectly. It's genuinely enjoyable watching Spur after Spur seek out Holmgren in the paint. They're hunting him, they know he's a weak point in this matchup, and they're exploiting it every single time. And if anyone's still holding on to the Wemby versus Chet debate, this game was yet another dagger in that conversation. 3 matchups this season, and Chet's been a non-factor in all of them. At this point, it's not even a rivalry, it's a mismatch. Okay, I'm gonna stop you here for a second. If you're still using those regular sportsbook apps, you're getting robbed. I'm serious. Delete it. Delete it now. Because Polymarket have made all of those apps obsolete, and I need to show you why. Okay, let me pull this up. So right now, Polymarket has Houston sitting at 36% to win tonight. And that feels low to me because Houston is bound to make a run and either tie it up or take the lead at some point. So I'm taking that trade right now and done. And here's what makes this completely different from sportsbooks. Sportsbooks take like $9 of every 100 you win. That's their cut just for existing. Polymarket, 1 cent. Because you're trading against other people, not some platform that profits when you lose. And the cash out thing? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Your team goes up 10, you try to lock in your position and they block you. They'll block you dozens of times a game. And if they let you out, they penalize you like 50%. They're holding your money hostage. Polymarket is instant. Momentum swings, you react. Houston goes on a run and jumps from 36% to 46%. You cash out right there. No asking permission, no penalty. You're in control. Polymarket is legal in all 50 states, and they're so confident that you won't go back to sportsbooks that they're giving you $10 free just to try it. No card, no deposit, nothing. Use my code HOOPS10 and follow the link in the description below for exclusive early access and $10 waiting just for you. Stop letting the sportsbooks take your money. And then there's the depth. During this 8-game winning streak, the Spurs have had different leading scorers in 7 of those victories. A different guy stepping up and carrying the load. You simply cannot game plan for that. You can't key on any one player and hope to slow San Antonio down. Whoever's hot that night is going to hurt you, and someone's always hot. OKC's been the model for roster construction the last couple of years. Deep, balanced, multiple guys who can contribute on any given night. But the Spurs might have just out OKC at their own game. Let's just call this what it is. We're watching a rivalry form in real time, right in front of our eyes. The intensity is there, the stakes are there, the matchups keep delivering memorable moments. And now there's a genuine beef between these two teams. After the NBA Cup semi-final win a couple of weeks back, Wemby talked about his team playing pure and ethical basketball. He contrasted it with what he called forced basketball, and everyone knew exactly who he was talking about. OKC's isolation-heavy offense, SGA hunting his shots, the modern style that prioritizes individual creation over ball movement and team play. Wemby basically went on national television and said the Spurs play basketball the right way and the Thunder don't. That's not subtle, that's a direct shot at the defending champs and their entire philosophy. This is a philosophical clash as much as it's a talent clash. Old school versus new school. Team basketball versus star ball. The beautiful game versus modern isolation. And right now, old school is winning convincingly. Harrison Barnes sees exactly what's coming. After the Christmas win, he laid it out clearly. We're on a collision course with this team. Both teams have young cores that want to win and want to play at a high level, both in the West. So I think in order to achieve the ultimate goal, which is to hang another banner, we're both pursuing the same thing. Collision course. That's the perfect way to describe it. These two teams are going to be battling each other for years to come. If you're old enough to remember the Spurs-Lakers rivalry from the 2000s, this whole thing is going to feel incredibly familiar. Back then, you had the dominant, star-powered Lakers with Shaq and Kobe. They seemed completely unstoppable. Most talented team in the league, championship pedigree, all spotlight and attention. Then you had those Tim Duncan Spurs, disciplined, deep, fundamentally sound, refusing to get caught up in the Lakers game. Those two franchises went to war in the Western Conference year after year, trading blows in the playoffs, and the Spurs eventually broke through to win multiple championships by staying true to their identity. The parallel here is almost eerie. OKC is the new super team, best record in the league, defending champions, built around a transcendent individual talent in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And here come the Spurs, younger, deeper, playing that beautiful, unselfish team basketball, ready to challenge them for the Western Conference supremacy. One analyst summed it up perfectly. The Spurs now represent an existential threat to the dynasty Oklahoma City has worked so hard to build. And that's not hot take material. 3 wins in 2 weeks against the best team in basketball proves it beyond any doubt. The Spurs own OKC right now, and that has to be absolutely terrifying for Thunder fans who thought this season was going to be a coronation. But here's what should really concern the rest of the league moving forward. Victor Wembanyama still isn't at full strength. He's been coming off the bench in these games, playing limited minutes, managing his workload carefully. And the Spurs are still doing this, still beating the best team in basketball, still rolling off 8-game winning streaks, still looking like genuine title contenders without their best player operating at 100%. On Christmas Day, Wemby put up 19 points and 11 rebounds in another bench role. Solid numbers, impactful performance, but nowhere near what he's capable of when he's fully unleashed and hunting. The Spurs don't need him to go nuclear to beat elite teams. They just need him to be Wemby, anchor the defense, make winning plays, and warp the entire game with his presence and gravity. And then you've got the Slash brothers developing right alongside him. Castle's making a massive second-year leap, nearly 19-7 on the season, and Harper is consistently showing poise and making big plays in big moments. And these two are just getting started. The Spurs are going to be scary for a long, long time. So what happens in April and May when playoff intensity kicks in? What happens when Wemby's back playing 30+ minutes every night and actively hunting 30-point games? What happens when this already dominant team gets their generational superstar operating at peak performance? The Spurs are winning right now without their best player going full throttle. That's what depth looks like. That's what balance looks like. That's what separates contenders from pretenders. The San Antonio Spurs just announced themselves to the entire basketball world on the biggest regular season stage there is. 8 straight wins and counting. A roster so deep they've had a different leading scorer in 7 of those 8 games. A generational talent still operating below his ceiling while his teammates dominate elite competition anyway. This is no longer a cute story about a young team exceeding expectations. This is a legit championship contender making themselves known. The NBA landscape has shifted, and San Antonio is standing right at the center of it all. So what do you think? Are the Spurs legitimate title contenders? Can they keep this going and actually dethrone OKC when the playoffs come around? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe, and check out one of these videos on your screen now.